welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Netflix recommendation video. Now I did this video a couple of months ago when quarantine had just started, like the lockdown had just begun, and since you guys enjoyed that video, I thought of doing another version of it because I've been binge watching on Netflix a lot, and so I thought this is gonna be helpful. Maybe you need some more new content, and I've seen nobody else talk about these movies and series that I'm gonna be talking with you guys today, and since I loved it so much, I'm very sure you guys are gonna enjoy it also. So without any further ado, let's get started. That I have to recommend for you guys to watch is Away. Now this is about a first manned mission to Mars. Now it has like 5 astronauts from US, India, Russia, China and England, and these 5 astronauts are on their way to Mars. So it is a 3-year mission. They first land up on Moon and then from there they go to Mars, and it shows the show revolves around all the problems and issues they face on virtually every second step of their of their journey. It's such an addictive show. It shows how difficult it is, not just for the astronaut on their journey, but also for their families back on Earth. Like, oh my god, this show blew my mind off, and I have some next level respect for the astronauts who do this and who go on this journey. Like, this show is so addictive and so emotional that you will connect to each member or each astronaut throughout the series, and it will just blow your mind away. I cannot wait for the second season. Now the second series that I have been addicted to for last 3 months now is called Gilmore Girls. Now Gilmore Girls is about a story of a mother and a daughter, Lorelai and Rory Gilmore. Now Lorelai gave birth to Rory when she was 16 years old, and Lorelai belonged to a very wealthy family, rich parents, but she left her home to raise Rory apart from the meddling of the parents. But she ended up going back to the parents for financial help when she had to send Rory to an Ivy League school, and in return the parents asked her to come along with Rory every Friday night for dinner to their place, because these guys were not talking for the longest time, and now the parents were helping financially. So the mom thought, okay, let's just get her involved or get her back into the family. And since then the drama begins, you guys. It's such an emotional journey. It'll take you, like, it has 7 seasons, so it is a very long show, and each season has about 20 to 22 episodes. So that is why I am 3 months into it and I'm still not over with the series. So it depends on how you watch the show. It will make you connected to the characters. It will make you feel very realistic and emotional in real life at times, and certain emotions of the characters will relate to you so very much, and it will just take you on the journey, the 7-year journey of Lorelai and Rory and all the other characters, and you can see how they grow up together. It's just a very nice fun-loving light series that you will enjoy watching. Now another show that I watched is called Never Have I Ever. So it is about a first generation Indian American 15-year-old teenager, Devi Vishwakumar. So Devi is the first generation of her family who was born in America. So her parents moved to India. They were migrants from India, to America, and Devi gets a paralytic attack after her father dies, and the story takes you or the series takes you through her journey of her dealing with her father's death and her mother and the relationship between Devi and her mother. It's just a very nice eye-opening series, I would say, and it has only 10 episodes, so it is a very short series, but you will relate to it, especially if you live abroad like I do. You will relate to it so much more than somebody who's living in India maybe, but it is a must watch for all of you guys. Now the next show that I have to recommend is called Friends from College. Now this is a show about a group of friends from their college who are now in their 40s, late 40s. Now this show may not be everyone's liking. Even on the internet there is a divided audience of 50-50%, like 50% people like it and 50% don't. These group of friends from college, their life is so messed up. Like, you will feel at times their life is so messed up, but still you will be glued to your phones, your screens, and you want to know more about what's happening in their life. It is a good time pass. Like, I wouldn't say a must watch, but agar haan kuch nahi hai, sab kuch khatam ho gaya hai, then definitely it's a good time pass. 2 seasons are available with 8 episodes each, so give it a try if you want. Okay, so the next show that I am going to be talking to you guys about is a comedy drama, like a thriller drama comedy. Now you guys know I am usually into light and very I don't know, happy-go-lucky kind of shows and movies. I do not watch a lot of thriller or drama or horror for that matter. I enjoy rom-coms and stuff like that, but this show is different. So this is called Dead to Me. Oh my god, it is so addictive. Okay, so this is a story about 2 females, Jen and Judy. Now Jen is a recent widow who lost her husband during a car accident, and she like a hit and run case, and she is determined to find the reason or the killer behind the hit and run case. Now Judy, on the other hand, is very optimistic, free-spirited and happy-go-lucky kind of a girl who also has recently gone through her own tragic loss. Now these 2 female poles apart in personalities, they meet up together in a grief group or a community. I don't know what it's called, but when you are grieving in US, you get together with other people who are also going through a certain grief in their life, and you share your thoughts. So these 2 meet together there, and they end up becoming very close friends, even if their personalities were totally apart. Now the twist comes in when it is revealed that Judy, the happy-go-lucky one, was actually trying to hide a secret from Jen, whose husband was killed. A very deadly secret that could ruin their lives, like both of them, their lives. And it's just, oh my god, the series is so addictive. It will keep you glued. So there are 2 seasons available of this show on Netflix, and I think it has got 8 or 10 episodes each. Oh my god, it is definitely going to blow your mind off. And in case you are someone who enjoys drama and thriller, then you are going to love this. Even if you are someone like me who enjoys light shows, you are still going to love it. Definitely watch it. Must watch it. You're going to fall in love with Jen and Judy eventually. Now the next show that I'm going to talk about is a binge watch. It is Masaba. Now probably you have already end up seeing the show. If you haven't, give it a watch, because it is based on the life of Masaba Gupta. So it is part fact and part fiction. So certain things that are shown in the show are what has happened with them in real life, and certain things are fiction, just to keep the show going. Now the real life characters are played by the mother-daughter duo Neena Gupta and Masaba Gupta, and I absolutely loved how they had portrayed the complexities of being famous yet not so famous, in the between. Like, Masaba was not very famous, yet she was famous because she was the daughter of Neena Gupta, and it just the journey of their growth together, the mother-daughter, their relationship together. It is so nice to see, and it's very enjoyable. Like, every girl I think is gonna enjoy this show a lot more than boys. I absolutely loved the designer clothes in the show. Oh my god, it was so fashion. Like, if you are interested in fashion, you're gonna like this show. More so because of the dresses that are shown in the show. I personally loved the cameo of Kiara Advani and Farah Khan. They play themselves in the show, so it's just amazing. It's a nice binge watch. Definitely give it a try in case you haven't seen it so far. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna talk about is a documentary that I recently saw, and it is called The Social Dilemma. Now, it shows that how the algorithms of the internet basically influence the decision of human mind. Like, this show is so mind-blowing and mind-eye-opening that you guys will have to watch it to realize it or to experience it, that how every single click that you make on social media, or every extra second that you spend on a post on social media, how these things play up with your mind, how the algorithms play up with your mind so much. Like, oh my god, this is absolutely an eye-opener, and the people in the documentary are actually real life engineers and scientists who held up or who were working on a high post in these companies like Google and Facebook and Twitter and TikTok and whatnot, like all these social media platforms. And when they are sharing the insights, it's just mind-blowing. You have to see it to realize what I'm trying to tell you. Now, the next couple of movies that I'm gonna recommend to you guys is a must watch. Like, all of them are a must watch. Now, the first one on the list is called Wonder. Now, I have shared this in one of my vlogs as well, that you guys have to watch it. In case you have already seen it, leave your comments and thoughts down below. I would love to read them. But in case you haven't, so this is a story of a 5-year-old boy, Augie Pullman. Now, Augie was born with facial differences, and he was homeschooled till now by his mother at home. And finally this year he was going to a mainstream school. So the movie takes you through his journey, the extraordinary journey, the struggles, the emotions that he goes through while going to a mainstream school, and his whole year, how everything works out for him. It is such an emotional movie. I ended up crying like for half of the movie, and you guys have to watch it. You will fall in love with Augie. I definitely did, and you'll by the end of the movie you'll feel so good. You have to watch it. It is such a big feel-good movie. Now, another feel-good movie that I saw last week is called Pahuna. So this is a Priyanka Chopra production that is available on Netflix to watch. Now, the original language of the movie is Nepali, but the English subtitles definitely help. It is sheer innocence of 1.5 hour on your screen. Like, it is a story of 3 younger siblings who basically gets detached from their parents, or are separated from your parents, I should say, from their parents at a very young age. And it is a journey of how the 2 elder siblings take care of not just themselves but also their baby brother, how they become more responsible with each passing day, still keeping the innocence intact. They find a job, it's just such a feel-good movie. I feel like crying just talking about it, because at times you will this movie will give you goosebumps for sure. Because imagine it happening to you or your younger sibling. It just breaks your heart, but by the end of the movie you will feel so good and so happy because it has got a happy ending, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm not going to spoil it for you. You have to watch it. The child actors, oh my god, they were so amazing. I am so glad that Priyanka Chopra, you know, backed up this project and it basically came into limelight. It is such a wonderful watch. Okay, so the last movie that I have to recommend to you guys that I saw last night is called The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. Now it is a real life story, guys, so it is not fiction. It is exactly what has happened in real life, and this will give you goosebumps, I have to tell you. So it is a movie about a 13-year-old boy called William in Africa. Now he belongs to a village, and you know, it is the story of how his village is affected by severe drought followed by hunger and poverty to an extent where people and animals die. Like they die out of hunger and poverty, and you know, it is so helpless for them. But still in the end, you know, William builds a DIY windmill for his village and ends up bringing water, you know, from the ground, and ends up saving the whole village because they can again do agriculture, they can grow food, and you know, they survived. And after watching the movie, that's what I did. Definitely watch the 2 TED Talks that William gave. I'm gonna leave the TED Talk link in the description box for you. They are gonna give you goosebumps, guys, and it is so inspiring to see and to know. Like, this movie will make you value your life and the privileges that you have in your life so much so that, you know, like, I already knew that okay, there is poverty and hunger that exist in the world, and we feel that our problems are the biggest problems of life. But when you see what is happening you know, with other people on the same planet where you live, it will break your heart, but will also make you you know, feel very privileged and make you value your life a little extra, I have to say that. And don't forget to watch the TED Talk as I mentioned. And yeah, these were my recommendations for today, guys. I think this video is gonna be very long, so I should stop. I have a couple of extra series and movies that I thought I would include, but I think this video is getting super long, so I'm gonna cut it short here. In case you enjoyed this, give this video a thumbs up. And in case you enjoyed it, leave your thoughts in the comments. Then I will make a part 2 or part 3 of it, basically, because this is part 2. And I will see you guys the next time. Till then, you all stay safe and bye bye.